Good morning. I see Dawn and I see Christine. Well, I don't see Christine, but I see her name. Hi, Kristen and
Hello.
Hello.
Lynn. How are y'all doing?
Good.
Doing.
Good. Here comes Sarah. I think Paula is traveling today, so she might be at the airport or flying on a plane or something. But okay, here we are. New year. What's everybody tackling out of the gate here?
Bookings.
Bookings.
Bookings too.
I'm on the verge. Tomorrow, my phone number will be completely ported into Connection Point. So I bought one more slab of credits. I spent so much money on credits this last month, but to finalize my scavenger hunt, I had like 500 and something credits left, and I was like, I really want to do this scavenger hunt before I turn over. So I bought more credits so I'd had enough, and I think I got like three definite bookings, but I've got like four that are like, well, let me think about it. I want to look at this and I don't know, like tell me about the cookware. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the cookware is a great thing to get in January because you can get it at 60% off. So anyway, so me too, Lynn, bookings, trying to get some bookings set up. What
How's
about
scavenger
anybody
hunt?
else?
How'd it go for you?
For my Everyone's a
Scavenger
Winner?
hunt. You sent the scavenger hunt again, right?
Yeah, that's
Did
what I
it
meant by
go?
scavenger hunt.
Did it go okay as far as getting
Yeah.
bookings?
Yeah, and my number two reminder, my first reminder is going out today, and I have my next reminder going. Usually I have it would go out on Thursday, but because I'm leaving, I made it tomorrow. So I usually don't do a boom, boom, boom like that, but I am, and we'll see what happens. But like I was saying, I got three definite bookings that are scheduled for January, and I've got three other people that are. I have question marks next to them because they expressed interest, but they haven't committed. So I'm going to follow up with them. And then I've got some that are like, I really can't do anything until the spring. I'm like, that's fine. So I've got like a March and April one. And so it actually was a pretty good, it was my letter S. So I had 1,062. There's a
Mhm.
lot of S's.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, and we have Susan. Wow. It's so good to see some new faces. That means, are any of these yours, Lynn?
No. Mm-mm.
No? Okay, so are you all on Karen's org, Karen's team? Good. Super. So what are you all doing right now with your business and like is everybody here on Project Broadcast or Connection Point? Like are you all using those platforms? No, one's saying no, one's saying yes, and two are saying no. Okay. Well, this is a tech time call, so this is where we kind of talk about all the techie stuff that we need to know about how things function. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Okay. Um, Sarah, I saw you on the Connection Point call yesterday. So are you transitioning?
I mean, I haven't done anything officially yet. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how the pricing is going to work. Like I know it's pay as you go, but it just I guess that just it scares me.
Yeah, it
Because
scares me too, but if you kind of keep doing the things that you're already doing,
right.
it's what's scary is you doing more than you should.
Right. Yeah. Because I'm one of those people who actually had a very low plan with Project Broadcast. So I wasn't spending a crazy amount and then I would just add if needed. And so I guess I just liked that it was like, okay, I knew what I was doing each month. And then when I went in to pick my bundle, again, I knew what I was spending and I could just stop when I'm like, okay, too much. Whereas
Yeah.
this one, it's like you constantly have to keep track of how much you're spending. Um, but I'm assuming there's a spot in there somewhere that like maybe before you do like the next big event or whatever, like that you could see how much you've racked up.
Hopefully, that's a very good question to ask customer support to see,
Yeah.
how we can monitor and navigate our projects and stuff in there so we
Right.
know if we're overspending or not. Because yes, that was my first thought. I was like, see, I know he was talking about because when you sign up for Project Broadcast, you buy credits up front. I'm going to explain this to those that don't know this. You buy your credits up front, and then um, you know how much you're using. So he's talking about how people have like hundreds of thousands of credits. Well, I mean, there are people who subscribe and don't use it like they should, and then there are people who subscribe and do use it like they should, and they can dwindle down their credits, and then it'll replenish every month. But the people who don't use it, it replenishes and it replenishes and it
Right. Sure.
replenishes and it replenishes, and then you've got a lot of credits to use.
Right.
One of my team members has 17,000 credits because I told her I'm switching over to Connection Point, and she's like, should I just do that? And I was like, well, let's look and see how many credits you have because I know she hasn't done anything.
She should just do scavenger hunt for the entire alphabet.
Well, the thing is
A
she only
bundle.
has like, I don't know, she only has like 1,000 people in there.
She should
So
do
I
some
told her,
bundle parties too
Yeah,
then.
do bundle
yeah, and
parties.
I was telling her, I was going to tell her you can do a bundle party with all of those people, but there isn't a bundle party. Well, I haven't seen one for January yet. Is there one? Does anybody know if there is one?
So I can so Tiffany sent out their thing that they weren't doing one or they haven't done one as of yet. And then I was like following the thread for that in the comments because it said like, if anybody else create one. So bottom line is there was somebody else who did create one and shared their bundle code and their Canva link. So I can share that with you guys. All I did was open up the Canva link. I didn't import it or anything. And I mean, I'm sure it's fine. To me, it seemed like there were a lot of higher priced, more on the higher side. And that was a lot of the negative feedback I got in the fall from a lot of my customers. And again, these are like my very good customers usually that are getting this, that buy and whatever. And they said they were too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so anyways, that's just a personal thing. I don't know if I would use it or not, but anyways, I'm happy to share whatever. It was like I said, it was somebody else that did it and had posted it in that thread. But do we still have, or no, now we need to use the Facebook group. Is that correct? To share stuff?
Yeah, we have to share in the Facebook group.
And what
'Cause,
is,
yeah, as of tomorrow, I'll be no longer on Project Broadcast. So
what is the,
it's a tech time chat. What is
Yeah,
it called, Karen?
I can give it to, I'll find
Oh,
it.
Karen's Tech Time Tribe?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Mhm.
Okay. I
You
can
should be in there. I think I added you in there, invited you in.
Yes, I think I am
And
too.
I'll add
Oh,
Susan.
thanks, Cora.
and
She added it. What'd you say, Karen?
I'll add Susan and Christine too.
Okay.
Dawn,
Yeah.
are you in there?
I'm just adding it, I just went in and requested to join.
What did you say, Lynn?
I asked Dawn if she was in it.
Oh, okay.
So I can post there. I'll post there what I took because I just sent it
Yeah.
to myself in Messenger, but
Cool.
I think the tech twins are going to have something that was just going to be late.
yeah, I would imagine.
That was my understanding too.
Yeah, I know that I'm heading to a retreat at the end of this month, and I know Tiffany's going to be there. So,
Whose retreat?
it's the one that Sharon Zellen and Amy
Okay.
Conowall are doing.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be a great one.
My friends Carrie and Lisa will be there.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
good. We'll look forward to.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because this is I've not been around that crowd of people. So there's, you're with certain, do retreats with certain people all the time. So it's kind of nice to be in a different environment, a different circle of peers to be able to absorb some new information and new ideas and stuff. So I'm excited about it.
Where is it located?
It's in Staten Island,
Oh,
New York City.
Fun place
sounds
to
like
go.
Sharon Zellen.
Say that again, Karen.
Sounds like Sharon Zellen.
Well, I help her with some things and she's like, "Hey, we're having a retreat. You want to come?" I'm like, "Really? When?"
Yeah.
So I was like, "Sure."
Well, let's explain a little bit. Like we have Christine on and we have Susan on, and they don't know, and here now we're talking about Project Broadcast, and then you're not going to be on Project Broadcast, and we kind of need to. But basically, what we talk about, and welcome to all of you guys, and Happy New Year to everyone. Basically, we can talk about any tool that you're using electronically to help you with your business, whether it's I can't think of any of them right now. Project
No.
Broadcast, Connection
So
Point,
much.
Canva,
Facebook,
Table.
Facebook Table, and there's another. What's the menu one? I can't think of it. I use it all the time.
Market
Links.
Kitchen.
Linktree.
Oh,
Link.
Linktree.
Yeah, and Marketing Kitchen. I mean, anything from Pampered Chef. And so, and again, you know what, you guys, it's all going to be new to you. That's all going to seem crazy right now. But basically, like I always say, to me, the benchmark is if you want to do $5,000 a month in sales, or you are doing $5,000 a month in sales, you really need something like a Project Broadcast or a Connection Point to help you support your business.
Mhm.
Would all of you agree with that? That are
Yes.
using it?
Yes, some type of automation to help
Mhm.
you
Mhm. And to get
because
started, it's not as hard as it seems. Miriam uses it real on a real high level, and I get a little lost there. But if we keep it basic, it can be pretty simple.
Mhm.
yeah, for
Dawn.
sure.
Yes. Simple.
Yeah,
So
nothing.
I guess
You need ideas for simple. That would
But
be
there is a way to use it simply as well, for sure. Like just as far as customer care, like go ahead. That way you don't have to think about sending out your, 222
well,
follow-up.
some people may not know what 222 is, so
Do you all know what 222
I
is?
don't think Christine does.
Okay, 222 follow-ups are like when they place an order, you have about 1 or 2 days after that, you reach out to them and thank them for their order. Then 2 weeks later, you're like, hey, your order should be on the way, or you could have already received it. Make sure you open it up, make sure everything's intact, blah, blah, blah. And then the month or 2 months out is when you're saying, hey, just following up, making sure you're loving your new products. Do you have any questions for me? Do you need any recipe ideas? It's just a form of being there for them, like creating that customer service for your customers. But I think we can all agree that at one point in time before Project Broadcast, we all had very good intentions of doing customer care. And you have your notebook and you're like this person and this person, and then life happens, and then you don't follow through and you don't do all of your follow-ups the way you should, and then you're losing business because things are happening. And so anyway, the Project Broadcast system is just nice because you can create, it's called a campaign of all the follow-ups, and you schedule that at certain times, like when you want it, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, and then you add the customer to that campaign, and then you can walk away and it'll automatically send those on those dates, and all you're doing is getting them responding to you saying, "Oh, I love my new product." Oh, and then you can say, "Oh, what's your favorite?" Because you can just strike up relationships and conversations with these people. So it is a very, very comfortable way of doing certain things. And then once you establish that system, then you could do your host coaching through there. You could just do so much more. There's a lot you can do, but to not be overwhelmed, start with something simple like your customer care. It's pretty straightforward. Um, and then, like Karen said, I am moving from Project Broadcast to Connection Point. I had both. I had Project Broadcast, then I joined Connection Point, and they worked in tandem together. Now I'm moving all the way over to Connection Point and getting rid of that way. I only have one platform that I'm staying on and focusing on instead of hopping from place to place. But we can talk about anything in regards to all of that if you have questions. Yes, Cora.
Okay, so what if because I paid to have Connection Point set up and I paid to have Project Broadcast set up. what if I stay with both of them? Am I going to be charged more now?
Well, when you say you're going to go with Connection Point, are you going to be using their texting service?
I just pay for it.
You subscribe to it? Are
Yes,
you
and
keeping your same phone number or are you getting a brand new phone number?
I don't know any of that. I haven't even pursued
Okay.
any of that. My question is if for this immediate time, Connection Point would have charged me for the year, right? Because I'm on an
If you
annual.
subscribed for the year
I
in
am.
the current platform, which doesn't include the texting service. So
Oh,
the platform right now is just the
oh,
generic one.
what it always
If you
was.
subscribe, you'll see the subscription options you can do with texting or without texting. So if you're just doing without the texting, sure, you can keep both platforms and you can use Project Broadcast as your texting service and your connection point to help just up and make your automation even easier. If you decide you want to text in both places, you'll have to have two different phone numbers because
Yeah.
you can't text to everybody with the same phone number on both platforms. So that's like my situation. I am moving my phone number from Project Broadcast to Connection Point because I have thousands of people that I've been talking to and I don't want to start with a new number. So I'm keeping my number, which means once this porting is done, I can't text anymore from Project Broadcast. So
I have a bunch of credits left in there and I went in and thought I changed it to a lower one and here I changed it to some bigger one. So now I've got a lot of in there. So I'll probably just use it up with bundles and wait and see which direction to go. I don't know which one. Is everyone else going to Connection Point? I know, Karen, nothing is simple and easy anymore. Golly.
I'm sticking with Project Broadcast because I have a ton of landing pages that I don't want to lose that I use a lot. Um,
Mhm.
I'm just
I
going
want to, I'm
to.
going to, Karen, if you give me privileges to share my screen,
You
I
should
am
have
going
let me
to,
just double check.
yeah, just give me
I have a
one.
question. I'm curious with Project Broadcast. Do you guys know? So I know they now added that like back office
Yeah.
or whatever that is supposed to be like similar to some of the things that Connection Point does. But
Mhm.
does that automatically come with whatever your plan is now, or is that a separate charge? Because like with Connection Point, right? You're paying a separate charge for them. But I'm curious with Project Broadcast, like if you already have a plan with them, is that now included, the back office part? Or do you have to pay extra upgrade for that?
That's a good question. I don't know enough about that. I would say that that's a good question to ask on the Project Broadcast group.
Yeah.
So Sarah, you're meaning that I can still use Connection Point to send my names over to Project Broadcast. Is that what you're asking? Because I wanted
Well, so what I'm asking is so currently I also have Connection Point separate to do like the thank yous, the welcome when they join because I use Table, things like that. And what I've heard is that now Project Broadcast, I think since finding out that Connection Point is doing their own texting and whatever, they're now trying to be more like freestanding as well. And they have this back office where they can do also those same things that Connection Point does. But my question is if you're already paying, like normally, right, you pay for Project Broadcast just for the credits, and then you're paying Connection Point a separate fee to have that do that, right?
right.
So my question was with Project Broadcast now, do they charge you something separate to be able to use that back office? Or is that part of your current plan? Because if it's part of your current plan, technically that would be cheaper than Connection Point because you're paying for two separate services. You see what I mean? But I don't know. I've just heard about this back office for Project Broadcast, but I've not looked into it. So I didn't know if there was a separate fee for that or not.
I am not sure. I am not sure. I knew that back office thing was happening, but I totally just didn't go through with it because
Right,
I
because you
knew
knew
I
you were
was,
going, yeah.
yeah, I knew what I was
I'm just
doing.
thinking it would be cheaper because right now with Connection Point, you have to pay for the service and then you have to pay for your text on top of that.
Hmm.
Right. So
But if you think about it, the service is only $10 a month or $15 a month plus your
right.
three
But
cents.
like if you have that included with Project Broadcast, then
Yeah.
you're only paying Project Broadcast for your credits.
Right.
See what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
not having a double charge like you
Mhm.
are right now.
I
But I
think
don't know
Tiffany,
the answer.
I think Tiffany has talked about it
Yeah, I
in,
think she has.
The consultant group.
I think so.
Lynn, I want to show you because that was one of my biggest hangups about moving was my landing pages because I do my recipe club. And this is what I've created for my recipe club. I don't know why.
I know I can make them elsewhere, but I have hundreds of
I
them.
know. I know. So I created this website on Canva. Hang on. It's still loading. There we go. So, and I have all of these images, like these all go to the soup recipe. And I like the pictures instead because I was trying to even figure out if I can do this. This is what I did for this week. So I'm going to schedule this. I'm going to use this link and send it to my recipe club tomorrow. But I figured it's all soups. So there's what, 25 different soups? One, two, three, four, five times five. Yeah. So I figured this is kind of fun. It doesn't have the pictures that I like, but I can play with it more when I have time. And then they can click through the interactive catalog, and then I have it linked to my generic Facebook. I'm sorry, my generic table platform that I use. And it's like super simple. And if I wanted to add another section, I could. So like I can keep continuing to add things. And I know I was like, oh, I hate to start all over, but you know what? I'm just going to start all over. I don't know what to say. I have to just bite the bullet. So,
It's kind of like when we start, and I don't go away from here yet, Miriam, but it's kind of like when we even start with Project Broadcast, like, well, do I pull everybody over that I already have, or do I start? And and sometimes it's worth it just to bite the bullet and move, depending. Because I mean, I don't use a lot of the things over again because products are changing and that kind of stuff. But my question about what you have here, Miriam, I think of myself as a pretty good Canva user, but I've never seen anything about how do you make the links here.
what do you mean? How did
Well,
I
you,
make
you
this
have it. You
link?
have if you
See that
select
right
Minestrone
there?
soup, it takes you. Okay, so how did you?
Edit. It's kind of like when I type that, you have like a little box and it gives you the option to add a link.
Okay, all right. I've never noticed that before.
Well, what is that? Like, that's not a Facebook post. It's not um, um, what is that specific document called?
It's a website.
And that's how you find it when you're designing. I mean,
Yeah. So if you go to create a new design, hold on, hang on. What did I just do? Hang on. Let me move you guys and do this. Right here. When all these little things pop up. Remember my slow computer? Remember?
We remember the 100 things you've got going on it.
Terrible. Right there. See where it says website?
right there. Okay.
Right there. You just create it from there, and that's what I did. And so I will say this to make my life easy. The one below it you see here, this is what Janelle, because I was asking Janelle Little about this because I was like, I use landing pages. What do I need to do? And I said, do you mind sharing one of your like one thing that you send out like a landing page? She sent me this. Okay. And I was like, oh. And then when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, I made a copy of this and I just replaced all of her things with soups. And then I just linked all those soup recipes to my website because obviously all these are linked to hers. So if I click on, well, I don't know why you're not seeing her links. Oh, I don't know why it's, I don't know. I don't know why. But anyway, that's I literally copied this and I made it my own with my soup recipes. Um, and then eventually I'm going to take the time to come up with more and do more of them on my own.
I tell you what, this is really attractive to me because I mean, I know Canva a lot more than I know Project Broadcast landing pages.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, so which makes it to me simpler. I don't know if it's really simpler or not, but and it would be great if you would share that. If you would share that template, it would be great.
Of my landing page.
Yep.
Yeah, I
No,
can
yeah,
totally.
of your soup thing here. Are you
Yeah, I
calling it
can
a landing
totally do
page?
that. And
Yeah.
I created this. This is when I started my weekly recipe club a
Mhm.
long time ago. And I thought, well, I'll just use that
Yeah.
as my header,
Yeah.
you know? And then I would change. So this time I'm sending a plethora of recipes. Normally I just send one recipe, but because it's the winter, I'm doing a bunch. But normally I would just do one recipe and I'll find something that's applicable to whatever the time is or whatever products we have on sale because I can add a section down here and then I can slap the special image on there. Like
Mhm.
I probably will do that today. I'll probably add the section and let them know about the sale items we have going on right now
Mhm.
and put that image there so they can see it. Um, and they can click on it and they can shop. But anyway, I wanted to share that, Lynn, with you to so you can see what I did to create that, get your wheels turning and whatever. But I totally understand you. I have hundreds of recipes in my landing pages as well. I have so many. I have so many, but I just can't keep up with the. I just am trying to simplify my life this year. I'm like, my word for the year is health
Mhm.
because I need to take care of myself physically. I've been going to the doctor for some different things, and I'm like, okay, I need to scale back on stuff and I need to simplify, even make my business healthier. That's what I'm calling it. I'm making my business healthier to where I'm not spending hours and hours and hours and stuff that trying to navigate.
Sarah asked a good question. Do you have the paid version of Canva?
Yes, I do. I
I
do.
found
So
that a lot of things that the paid version can do, you can't do with the free. So that's one thing that I haven't paid for. And I just wonder if you can do the same stuff.
I do pay
yeah,
for
well,
it.
I mean, why don't you pull up Canva right now and look and see if you can create a website? See if that option is even on there. I would think that it is, but it
Yeah.
didn't say pro next to it. The only thing you're limited to are the images and stuff. But okay, let me stop sharing my screen.
Canva is probably the thing that I use the most that I
Yeah.
pay for.
So, any other questions regarding these platforms? Um, like I know with 2026 we have a new goal. Yeah, everyone's thinking of new goals and ideas. How many of you are moving from Facebook to table or still adding the two or what are you doing differently this year that you didn't do last year? Something to make a change.
Using table at all.
Do you not use it at
No,
all?
I haven't. I didn't last year, but I am now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm doing less post in my Facebook parties, but I'm making them more, I'm trying to include more videos of me um, doing a recipe, demoing a product.
You're talking about in your personal
Mhm.
page?
In all my Facebook parties.
Oh, in your Facebook parties.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So are you going to keep Facebook parties going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've decided to get up every day and do some kind of a video. And and actually use them because I have a ton of videos, but I don't. But I just want to start posting them again. I've had a big problem that I cannot go Facebook Live. I'm on any group, on my personal page, on my business page. I am not able to go live, and I get no information. I've tried to contact Facebook over it. I was hoping that maybe it would wear off after a day, but it's been almost 2 weeks now that I've not been able to go live. And
Oh,
I've
so you
gone
haven't been
live.
doing your live at 5.
I can't. I can't
Oh
do my
my
live.
gosh.
So now I've been working on trying and actually one of my friends, I met with one of my friends when I was in Michigan, and she's like, Karen, you really need to use YouTube more. And I've kind of taken that thinking I think I need to use develop YouTube stream, live
Or
stream.
just
So
go do it Zoom. You can do
I
Zoom
could, I
too.
mean, I could do it in Zoom too, but I feel like then I want to upload it to YouTube. So why not just use YouTube?
Yeah.
So but I have to figure all that out. But it's a big problem, and I don't know if anyone else has had that problem. But I mean, all it tells me is this user can't go live. I mean, that's only information it gives me.
Uh-huh.
It stopped me from commenting for a number of days, like no commenting at all. Like
Yeah,
I said I commented too many times, which I
yeah,
just done one time,
yeah,
but it did filter out of there.
yeah. That's what I was kind of hoping maybe it would filter itself out, but it hasn't.
Oof.
And I've done my live at 5 on Wednesdays for 5 years.
Oh,
So
well,
I'm trying. I mean, does all of this not make you want to switch?
yeah, mhm,
I'm just
mhm.
curious. Just
Yeah,
curious
yeah.
how you all want to keep up with doing that and dealing with all of the things that Facebook throws at you because they have so much power.
Mhm.
How are
That's
you
where the
all like do
people
you
are.
think through all that and think how long do I want to stay here or what? I'm just curious.
That's where the people are.
Hmm.
We get their Rolodex, and I understand that, but on the same token, I'm thinking, the more I'm talking with my customers about look at the issues I'm having, they're, that a lot of them hate Facebook too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wish we could go live in the table.
I mean, honestly, I would not put it past them that they're trying to figure out how that could
Mhm.
work. I
Mhm.
mean, they're doing nothing but moving forward with table. I always say table is as bad as it's going to ever be right now.
Mhm. Yeah,
It just gets better and better every time
yeah,
they do an upgrade.
that's a really good point.
They're pouring their dollars into table because this is their thing and they're
Mhm.
going to make it work. Um, So how about recruiting? Let's talk about that because we know this is an important month for double recruiting points. Has anybody recruited anyone yet? I know I
I
have.
have Christine.
Oh, good.
Christine's a comeback, so thrilled to have her
Awesome.
back.
Good. Anybody else recruit somebody this month so far? You have one, Kristen? Good job. Good, good, good. Yeah, I haven't recruited anybody yet. I haven't found that person.
Let's
Kristen,
okay, Lynn.
Kristen, are you going to Savannah?
No, I recruited all those people, but I couldn't get them to do anything.
Hmm.
does
So no,
anyone know a number who got it? How many is going?
Um,
I don't think it's that many. Like out of the whole
no,
company, I think it's like
I think
25
it's like
people.
20, maybe 20 people, if that. I think that might even be shooting high.
Wow,
I think it's crazy.
it is
Let's
crazy.
show up.
I said something to Shauna in the beginning. I said, that's good to give an incentive to get it for free, but if you don't invite everybody, the people who really need it aren't going to be able to be there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
I really encourage you. I really want to, I really think we need to dig in, and for the people who are recruiting and qualifying people, we really need to pick their brains. So as we, go to have retreats and meet others, let's really try. I mean, if you know some of those, I'm going to use the try, in you know who I'm talking about. the Claudia Bizarre, Donna Landy, Leah Privet group, who and what they're doing to recruit and to promote and to qualify people. Let's, if you've got a resource and can dig in and pick some brains, let's, resolve as a group
Some
to
of
do
it.
that.
Sorry, Karen.
I'm sorry.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm going to
Oh.
wait till you're done.
No, you go ahead. I'm done.
No, I was just going to say, I know for me, and I would imagine there's others too that feel the same way. The hesitation in the recruiting part is then what do you do with them afterwards, which is obviously part of the qualifying, like the onboarding process, because, and I think we mentioned this earlier, right? There are so many different processes out there right now between the project broadcast, the connection point, some people do table, some people do just the table link. And so I think for me, and obviously it's a mindset thing, totally get that, is, you recruit these people, but then you obviously want to be setting them up for success so they stay and your time is invested. But when you feel like you don't even really have a true system in place, for me, that's where I struggle. So I would just love, and I guess that's the hard part, is because all of us are different and all of the leaders are different. Like I know, unless something drastically changed, that Claudia's team and Donna Landy's team, like they're still very much doing Facebook. They might do a table link, but they're on Facebook. So it's like, okay, well, that's not what I do. So it's like, I don't want their system, right? Because that's not what I do and want to share. So it's like, there's just
I'm willing
so much
to try whatever works. I'm willing to try whatever works.
differences
and I'm
out
not
there.
sure they're not using Facebook. I don't really know what they're doing. But you know what, Sarah, and you really bring up a great point, and it is mindset, because as long as I've been in Pampered Chef, I meet people who are good recruiters that never feel like they're good recruiters. People always feel like that they're never good enough for that. And I think that that's all part of that realm. But Pampered Chef is giving us a tool, and it's making it very simple. And I think we need to help our consultants keep it simple until they get to the point where they say, I want to do $5,000 a month in sales, or I want to get there, kind of thing. But I think it's baby stepping them. And I think we tend to make things too complicated. And
Yeah.
going back to Dawn,
So what would you
keeping it
use
simple.
if
I
you're
am
saying
right
Pampered
there
Chef?
with you, Karen.
Huh?
I am right there with you.
So, but if you would say like Pampered Chef has the simple tools, so then I guess does that mean that like you wouldn't train them on the things that you do, like the project
Not right
broadcast?
away. Not right
So
away.
you would just do it, I guess, which was like the old kind of fashion way that I call it, like with table, like that's telling them to just manually text those people, like what I did like way back when.
Yeah, because think about it. They're probably going to do one party or two parties at a time. And that's doable. It's like when you have 20 parties going on at one time, that's not doable. But for the beginner, I think that works. And they've created that whole guest and host coaching texting system, messaging system that's in Marketing Kitchen. And I literally have been studying that because I haven't recruited anybody, because I want to know what I'm going to do with them once I get them.
Right.
I can't afford, if I want to qualify them and I want to earn these double points, I have to know what I'm doing to get them going, right?
Correct.
And we want to have to, and I'm just going to interject this. Our forte is we want to help them be successful, whether we get the points or not. It's nice that we're getting all these points, but remember what our mission is. Our mission is to help people and to help them be successful. And keeping it simple is big.
And in the end, it benefits us. It's like you just be consistent doing all these things to help them, and you're going to get the rewards to follow. That's the cool thing about it. So I was looking at that system, and I was kind of thinking if I want to revamp all of my host coaching to kind of go in tandem with what they've created for us, because I want to be able to know that it works and that they can do it. And of course, I'd be doing it through Connection Point, but it's so simple. They could just literally schedule it from Marketing Kitchen. That's the other thing. Like they can send things to them through Marketing Kitchen, right? Can't they? I'm guessing, maybe.
From table?
What do you mean? Like send the host coaching messages through?
Yeah, or they can just copy the stuff and paste it right in their phone, which is so simple. As long as they save the image, they can just copy the link or copy the words and send it. And they break it down so beautifully. It's like before the party, the first check-in, the second check-in. I was like, wow, this is like,
go in there and see it.
It's really, really good. And it's simple, and it's not daunting. It's like just the main important things that you need, which is inviting. And like it talks about that. You got to invite. That's like the secret to the success on any party is inviting people.
Well, and there's
So,
two things going on here. Number one is it's all new to us too. We're learning and it's changing all the time. So we never feel confident with it. And the
mhm,
second thing we need to remember is that everything we're doing, we're working on technology, but everything can be manual. We
mhm,
don't, we can still talk with people on the phone. We can still connect with people who are not on Facebook. We can, you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
We
mhm.
And
forget
it
that there's a
still
whole
works.
world outside of the social media thing.
And it
Yeah,
still works.
still
That's
works. The
exactly
basics
right, Dawn.
that we started with, I started 28 years ago, they still work.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, and it still works. And that's the beautiful thing. It's like we can make a decision about which avenue we want to take. And just the thing is, you guys, you just got to be consistent with it. Like
Hmm.
you have to just figure out what you're doing and go with it and move forward with it instead of, I keep thinking about, oh, that's a great idea. Oh, like squirrel. Like you're constantly going from
Mhm.
here to here to here to here and here, and then you're not getting anything done because you're just kind of all over the board. Find your niche, find the thing that works for you and drive it, grow it, make it better. Um,
Well, and again, keep it simple for your new consultants. And I think,
yes.
and I was thinking as you were talking that every one of us does a different type of business. Dawn is more live. Dawn, I know Dawn still does virtual, right? Dawn, you use the marketing. I'm sorry, you use the table link for your parties, right?
Yes, I only use the table link for my parties, but I do 90% of my business is in home.
Good for you.
And so I mean that's and again, I mean it does help if we know if our new consultants want to do a live business or if they want to do a virtual business, and that's a big help because I think it's too much to hit. But of course, if you met that person
At a
like with
show.
Lynn doing, if they're used to a Facebook interface, then I mean, to me, the Facebook interface is the hardest part of it. I mean, doing the table is the easy part of it. I walked
Yeah.
Christine through it yesterday. I'm like, this is as much as I know, um, but this is a good start.
And to create a party on Consultants Corner anymore, it's so simple. Like it's so simple. You put their information in and click create party and it's done. Like it's done. You don't have to put any content in there. So it's just a nice thing that they're doing to help simplify things
Mhm.
for even new consultants. Like if a new consultant can't put in the name and the address and hit create party and it's all there, that's why I think table is so much easier to train on than Facebook because you have to do so many things on Facebook where a table is just done.
Right.
Like,
And I really like what Lynn, talked about is, doing more. I mean, we're hearing about some of the really big numbered people. They do have their own brand and they do their own, so they add their own content. And if we start with marketing, I'm sorry, I keep wanting to say marketing kitchen. If we start with table and just get that basis going, and then maybe add one video this week and then add another video the next week, and then in 7 weeks you would have 7 days of content that makes your kitchen presentation, or your table presentation unique.
yeah, I totally agree.
And I've looked at some of those videos, and some of them are not, they're just out there. I mean, it's not like they have to be perfect, and I think that that's also something we need to think about. We have to be willing to do it poorly before we do it perfectly.
And Miriam, I'd like to see you again show us. You had in table a whole section of your own stuff that you entered into shows. I'd like to see how you do that. Maybe next time.
I did that on Canva.
Oh,
And I think I created, I have to go back into Canva and look. Let me see here. Sorry, let me
but
get it.
how you put them into, if I don't have Canva, can I put them in some other way? I have Canva, I just don't know that either.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on. So are you I
Talking
created
table,
my
you showed,
favorites video of my favorite
uh,
products. That's what
like
I created
Paula.
that I put in for myself in my parties.
But you
Um,
also showed me one time on this where you had several videos in table that you could insert into your shows of you, that you said you brought them over.
Hmm. Honestly, I keep everything so easy. I just have that one favorites video. Um, and I just schedule that to go, and it goes to the beginning of my carousel. So they see me right away, right there in the front. But I don't really, honestly, I don't post a ton of stuff in my table parties. I don't. I just don't. I have my daily chit chats, but I think they've been the
That must
same
be it.
posts for
Well,
the
that's
last
posting it.
5
That's
years.
posting in it. Yeah, that's posting
Yeah,
in it.
you said the
Yeah.
chit chat stuff you
Is that
used.
what you're wanting to see?
Yeah, yes,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I can show you that. Let me just log into table because I haven't been in it this morning, and I'll do that before I share my screen. So give me a
Well,
second
well,
here.
while
Well, I
you
don't want to
do that,
interrupt
I had a thought, again, going along with like what Lynn was saying about adding your own content. I was thinking about the products that are on special right now. We have the sale going like on the food chopper. So what I did was just did a quick video with the food chopper yesterday, and I tried really hard not to talk about its sale so that I can use that and I can post it with, that's on sale, but then I can still use that video later. I can still use
Yeah.
it all the time. So, it's taking me this long to kind of feel like I'm working smarter, but not harder.
Laura Polito always says never talk about the sales or the 60% off. She said
Mhm.
put it in description.
Yes.
It's hard when you're on a roll. You're like,
Yes.
and then I say it.
Yeah, I did a video last night, and then in the middle, my dog starts barking, and my dog is on the dining room table. I'm like,
That's real life. That is real
They
life.
love that. That'll be the one most viewed.
you're right. My
funny.
dogs,
It is,
I
it
tell you,
is.
my dogs get more
I need dogs and kids. I don't
kids.
have either
Yes.
at home.
I was making a video making the salsa in the twist and chop, and nobody told me that that recipe needed to be cut in half. And so I'm
Oh
making the
no.
video and I'm putting the stuff in, and I'm thinking this looks a little too full. I'll just put the other tomatoes in separately. So I chopped what I had, and I had salsa leaking all over my countertop. So I just stopped the video and I'll
That's
redo
so
it.
funny. That's so
Not me.
funny.
I would have kept going and saying, "Oh my gosh, I did something wrong. I have too much in here." And then you get a
So
couple of views.
before Table 4.0, I had my daily chit chats that I would
That's it.
schedule and put into my chit chat, and it
Yes.
was fine. And when they came up with Table 4.0, I literally kept my same table chit chat outlines. So let me show you
That's what
those. I'm
that's what
going
I was
to,
referring to.
okay. Um,
But where?
so let
You
me go.
create a new folder? How do you start it?
Well, everything starts with a post. You have to
Okay.
create your posts first, then you create your outline, then you can put them in a folder. Okay? Always think about the posts are what make an outline, and the outlines are what make the folder. So I had to, let me go to my outlines here. So you can see I have Chit Chat Day 1. I literally kept them the way they were. See, August 29th is when I changed them. So what I did, what you have to do is you go into the edit feature. So what I did was I went into the edit feature and I opened up each one. I clicked on edit and I had to tell it the 3 areas that I wanted it to post, either the consultant announcements or the fun and games or the say hi to the host. So this particular post is about what you love about your host. So I said, I want this to go to say hi to the host. So that's where that went today. Okay. And then the second one, sorry, I didn't need to go all the way out. The second one was, I think, fun and games. It's like, tell me your level of pampered chef kind of thing. Um, so that one went into fun and games. So I have my chit chat outline that when I schedule it, it gets dispersed into one of those 3 areas because I just redid each one. I didn't change the content. I didn't change anything. All I had to do was say, well, there's no chit chat anymore. So now I got to tell it where I want it to go. So, and then the third one, this is a recruiting one. So this, I think, went into the announcements. Yep, that was in announcements. You see, you tell it up here where you want it to go. And the fourth one, a booking, also an announcement. So today there was one post that went into say hi to the host, one post that went into fun and games, and then two posts that went into the announcements. So I had a total of 4 posts that went out today. And I scheduled all of my parties last night. So all of my daily chit chats are all scheduled to go out this week. So I don't have to think about it anymore. So I have chit chat day 1, chit chat day 2, I have chit chat day 3, chit chat day 4, chit chat day 5, and then I have the wrap up, which is my last day. And I just went into all of my already established outlines and just reassigned where they were going to go. That's all I did.
But what if we don't have those outlines? What if we never did chit
So
chat?
you have to go into the posts and create your posts. So like this one, I have bookings, why? And I put my initials because I did it, I made it, I updated it or whatever. And I label things that I want to know are mine by putting my initials on it. So you have to create the post first. And then once you have the post, you go into the outlines. And if you want to create a new outline, you hit create new. So let's just say I'm going to create a new outline. I'm going to call it, let's just say you want to make a chit chat day 1. Day 1. And then you're going to pull whatever posts you want. So I want my Y bookings in there. I want whatever ones you created, your must-have kitchen or your kitchen must-have, whatever. But you just have to make sure that those, when you create the post, you're telling it where to go inside the party. It's in only 3 places now. You only have 3 options: announcements, fun and games, or say hi to the host. So you have to, once you create the post, you tell it where you want it to go. Then you go to create your outline and you pull in the posts that you just created that you want to make, that you want to add, and you can save it. I'm just going to cancel this. I'm not going to keep it.
You can put it in the carousel too, can't you, Miriam?
Yes. Only, can you do a post in there? I think you
Only
can.
for global.
Yeah, let
is
me see. Let's look. Let's see if I create a new post. Yeah, you totally can. So when you pull on select the topic you want, where you want it to go, you have the options of carousel, consultant announcements. So yeah, you can post things to the carousel. I'm reluctant to do that because home office has a good amount of things already up there. The only thing I did was put my favorites video up there. So there's another video and I have it up there. So if you go to my table party, let's go to Rebecca's. The first thing you're going to see is me right there showing
And
my videos.
don't you put that through the global part? Up
No,
above?
you just schedule it to the carousel like I just did.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But because my global settings are on, when home office does upload
Yeah.
the new stuff, my video gets bumped all the way to the end.
Right.
So I delete it and I reschedule it so it's in the beginning. Because when they come in here, I want them to see me and I want them to know that my face is there. And then here are my posts that just like my post that went out today was this one in here. Yeah, so these are posts that I've got scheduled that go out every day. Does that make sense?
Cora, you might be thinking in the global settings is where you can upload your welcome video, and that is always there.
Yes.
But anything that you want, like videos that are done in the carousel or whatever, you'd have to schedule them because they won't automatically appear.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be scheduled to go there. Thank you, Sarah. That is correct. But see, there's so many videos already up here. I don't want to inundate it with with more stuff, you know? So I just keep mine up in the front, keep it simple. And then remember, I'm talking to them through text messaging. So I'm not even like worried about all the things that are happening within here. Because honestly, oh, look, somebody did. Don't forget to play the games for more savings and impossible wins. Okay, so she's telling her friend. My host told that she tagged her friend and said that. So that's good. But I will tell you, 90% of the time, no one comments on these.
No.
Nothing. That's why I don't throw all my eggs into, I don't waste a ton of time in this because it doesn't matter. I only put things in here because one, I want them to get the reminder email every day that something was happening in the party and it drives them back into the party. That's the number one reason. The number two reason is for those people who love Facebook and they want interaction and they want engagement, there's a little something in here for them to engage in. Okay. That is literally the two reasons why I have anything. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even post anything in here because literally it's quiet, like no comments. You can see no comments, no comments. And so I don't stress out over this. I
What's
literally,
interesting, and I would be interested to know, again, those that, like the Morgans that use all her own content. I wonder if she's using Table and how you can switch it where you don't use what Pampered Chef has. I wonder how many people are using that option where it's all their own.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
that would-
she not Facebook?
I
Yeah,
don't-
she is Facebook.
I thought
Oh,
so.
okay.
But she
Okay.
shares the table link and
Yes,
she does
she-
push
right.
them all over to Table, and then she uses Table to text them.
Okay.
So she uses a combination. I would imagine her videos and stuff, she still shares probably in Facebook. But like I remember from listening to the training in October where she was at, she would put stuff in Facebook and then she would say, but make sure you join the Table link. And then she like enters them into, she does a lot of giveaways. And so she'd be like, make sure you join the Table party to get into the giveaway. Make sure you join the Table party. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if she still posts like videos in Facebook so they see it, but then uses that to push them over to
Yeah.
Table because
Okay.
Miriam, I'm curious. So obviously I've been doing Table for a really long time as well. And I agree, the guest coaching through text is definitely where the relationships form. Do you mind sharing like what you have found to bring the most interaction, like text? Like, I mean, I'm guessing it's maybe, like ending with a question or whatever, but like, do you mind sharing like what your text or what, you know what I mean? Like that you've gotten to be able to start a good conversation with them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think if how much I have that I do. Um, Let me log in. I was logged in as Sharon because I was helping her with something. Um, I can show you. So I have an announcement usually on Tuesdays that I encourage them to go to the Facebook Live, but I had to change that in my parties this week because there isn't a Facebook Live. Um,
And they're now on YouTube. No more Zoom. I just learned that.
Oh,
so they're all
really?
changing now?
Yeah, as
What
of
happened?
January 1st, I had a customer email me and I had helped her last month to find because she was like, I'm not getting the emails anymore. And she says, the link that you sent me is now just a YouTube link. Is Pampered Chef not doing Zoom anymore? And I'm thinking in my head, what is she talking about? And then I like went to the stir and searched it. And as of January 1st, there's no more Zoom, no more links. And it's now all on YouTube. And but you can still send them your personal website link / like the live events, which
Oh,
is
they can register from there?
they don't have to register. It's automatically just going to be live, like right there,
Oh.
embedded within YouTube.
So yay, I don't have to change anything because I'm already driving them to that link to get in
Yes,
there
there's
to
no more
register.
registrations. There's no more replays that will be emailed. It's just if you go on to that link now, you will see at the top. I don't know which way. If it's like the last one is posted and then the new one, or it will just show you the new one, which is like a preview for next week because there isn't one tonight. And then you'll just automatically go back to that to see the replay. And there's also, I was wondering because I'm like, how are people going to remember this? There's also like a notify me button.
Yeah.
and they can click on that to be alerted via
Nice.
email through YouTube, or like if you have the YouTube app. But then I just saw an update yesterday somewhere, and I can't remember where, that by the end of the week, there's going to be some other notification that the customer can sign up for, like an email or something. But anyway, so just FYI, there's no more Zoom.
I was
So
really
do
impressed
we
with
have
it.
a
No.
link that
I was
we
totally
can
impressed
share?
with it.
Yes, you just go to your personal website. So make sure it's the one that has Kristen Paul or whatever your thing
Yeah.
is. And then at the top, go to live events, like just like you would before, where you would originally have to go and click to register. Now there's just no registering. So you just send that link and your customers will go there, and then automatically on that page, they will see it's just like a YouTube like play button right now. And they'll just click on the play button at that time and they'll be live. But what's interesting is it sounds like nobody is doing an actual live demo anymore. They're pre-recorded. So they call it a premiere, which is like at the beginning, it will be live home office people or whatever. And then I think there's a Q&A at the end that might be live. It's kind of like how some trainings are done. But the actual
Okay.
content of the demo, I believe, is all pre-recorded.
Huh.
I'm at the site right now, and it's saying Tuesday nights at 7, but it's not saying not tonight at 7.
But
Yeah,
if you go
someone said
down,
they don't start till the
None.
13th.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's not saying it
exactly.
here. If I send somebody to this, it doesn't say it.
Yeah, but if you go down to next episode, it says watch live January 13th at 7 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Like
I
scroll
gotcha.
down,
Okay.
and if you click on that play button right there, it just says to you premieres in 7 days, January 13th at 8 p.m.
Okay.
And then there's that notification on for the bell.
Okay. I made Shepherd.
And then if you look to the right, it says click notify me to get notified by YouTube when the premiere starts. Notifications will come from YouTube via email or the mobile YouTube app.
Okay.
Is that
So,
at the
but yeah, I
bottom?
mean, to be honest, like that's where I struggle with. I mean, I love that the detailed information is in the stir, but like there's just so much to keep on top of that I feel like that might have been nice to have like a separate email or,
Mhm.
Yeah.
just another way of
Yeah.
like alerting the field.
Yeah.
Do you
big
suppose
deal.
they'll talk about that on the North
Oh, maybe
American
today.
director call? Is that
Yeah.
call today?
Yes.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
crap. Okay.
I know. I know.
To answer your question, this is my smart actions. This is my host and guest coaching. My first guest messaging doesn't go out until today, the first day of the party.
Mhm.
So obviously this has to do with the Pampered Chef Live, but I went into each of my parties and changed it there. I didn't want to change it here because going forward, it's going to all be the same going forward in my master outline for my coaching. But I just basically don't really, I don't know, I tell them to make sure that they get do the $5
Okay,
credit.
that's kind of what I say too. I just didn't know if you had any questions or anything that seems to start. I mean, it sounds like yours is very similar to what I have. I just didn't know if there was anything that encouraged more
Engaging.
communication with them.
She wants some magic words.
I know. I probably need to, if you look at the host and coach guesting messaging system that on Marketing Kitchen, there is something about customer engagement. So you might be able to look at that, look at some images. Because what I did was I've already created a whole smart action for the host coaching. I haven't gone in yet to put in the guest coaching in
I
there.
haven't
So
either.
I have to kind of go ahead and do that to make sure. So really, yeah, I don't know. I don't really have questions that now that I'm looking at it. I just have, hey, this is for the people who didn't order, same message, but then for those that did order, it's just a little different.
Okay.
I have them join my birthday club, so they tell me their month of their birthday kind of thing. So I really don't, yeah, I guess I really don't have.
Well, we can keep working on it too.
Yeah.
So there
Yeah.
we go. What a great call. Lots of info
Thank you.
today.
Thank you, Miriam.
You're welcome.
All right. So we'll see you next week. Keep up.
Thanks,
Let's keep digging,
everybody.
especially for recruiting. Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Let's keep digging, especially for recruiting.
Yeah, for sure.
All
All right.
right.
Have a good day.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.